There will be a percentage of kids that can be taught, how to use responsible devices and things like this. And they can be taught from a very small age all the way up. But they're only a percentage of kids. And what I normally say to families is, when you really drill down on it, most of the time, if a family comes to me and they've got 2, 3, 4 children, statistically speaking, one of them is going to have some issue, whether it be a clinical issue or just a fringe issue with this. And so when you have just one child out of 3 or 4 that has this difficulty managing it, you essentially end up with an issue within the whole family, because you have to, start getting on board with parental controls and internet safety and stuff for the whole family. So I guess the clearer answer then is some kids can learn that stuff and will follow that through. But there are certainly a good chunk of kids, especially boys, I don't want to pick on boys, but especially boys, that are not going to be able to do that. They might have responsible use at age 5, 6, 7, 8, and that will change. And that's because of brain development. So essentially, the areas of the brain that are developing at this age, especially into the teenage years, so areas called the prefrontal cortex, the amygdala, I won't bore you with it, but basically areas of the brain that are responsible for impulse control and emotional control and a whole bunch of other things that are, kind of important to manage this stuff. And so that stuff doesn't really fully develop until they're well into their adult years. You're talking about somewhere between kind of 18 and 21 for women, somewhere well into their 20s, maybe even late 20s for men. And so if that part of the brain is not fully developed, there is a decent chance that they may have it, they may be able to manage their screen time at age 4, 5, 6, 7, and not after that. And this is classically why I see issues crop up around the age of 9, 10, 11. And this is why I'm always talking to parents and saying primary school is the time that you need to put reasonable boundaries in place. If you wait until the high school years, sometimes it's just a bit too far gone, okay? It's just a lot more difficult to do it then. So if you put this stuff in place in primary school years, it's much easier to follow it through.